How you doing, everyone? It's your old pal Jim here, and we are actually coming to you with a brand new game that I decided to share with you all because I'm testing a few things out here, seeing if certain setups work or not, and hopefully this will work, and hopefully I'll be able to um, uh, share this stuff with you, this footage rather. So, as you can plainly see, this is a game we haven't touched upon before. This game is called Star Trek Online. Now, the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys is because this game has been a big part of my life for the latter half of 10 years or so. And I figured, it would be a great opportunity to share this game with y'all. Now, I tried before to record, and it didn't go very well. And I'm hoping this time around this will happen a little better. But the thing with Star Trek Online is that you get to choose a Starfleet officer, and you get to play within the world of Star Trek. The world that they have built here is, for lack of a better term, more secondary canon. It's not exactly tied close. I mean, it's tied closely to the primary canon, but it does its own thing. And the primary canon, I don't think, has done anything in particular to acknowledge the fact that this is indeed part of the primary canon. So this is everything that's an offshoot here is a. I mean, we could look at it as sort of like an alternate universe or something, but they've done their best to unfold this story around Star Trek Online to make it as Star Trek as possible. The gameplay is either you're on the ground or in the ship. It kind of depends on where you're going. And as you can see, this is my character right here. You can outfit your Starfleet officer however have you. In fact, you know what? I even have a couple of uniforms. This just happens to be my favorite. You got the original series captain's wrap, which I might actually don for a little bit. You got the admiral's uniform, and then of course you know, you got the. You can't really tell, but this is like the J.J. Abrams uniform. If you zoom in, you notice that it's made up of. I mean, that's the major difference. It's the little Star Trek symbols or insignias rather on there, and then of course you've got your science uniforms from like Voyager, early Deep Space Nine, and of course you cannot go wrong. Oh, do I even have it? I forget. Oh no. Did I give up my TNG uniform? How could I? Well, there's the more modern uniform, the one with the with the shoulders. I think it was less blue than that. I'll have to work on that. But yeah, I feel terrible. I think I gave it up for this. the the Wrath of Khan band uniform, which in its own right is great. But in my opinion, you know what? Let's wear the captain wrap just for a little while. But I'll probably go back into it. But anyway, yeah, this game has been around for about 10 years or so, and it's been one of my favorite games. And it's a little difficult to help people get into it because there's just so much that you have to do as far as a learning curve, because this is an MMO, if you haven't guessed already. But it's at a point where it's kind of difficult to learn because it's not like traditional MMOs. The space combat, the controls there are completely different than what you would experience in most MMOs. And the ground combat, the ground combat's the same, but anyway, the whole thing is just pretty tough to get into. So, I thought it would be nice to help to basically, if anyone's interested in the game and not able to, or is not, or they don't want to invest the time and effort into actually playing the game to see the story unfold, I'm going to do that for you. And hopefully you'll be able to enjoy the story along with me, because I think the story here is pretty stellar. It's great for what they built, and all things considered, being an offshoot of the primary canon, I think this is a fantastic way to sort of expand on the story of Star Trek, which they've done on pretty great anyway. Anywho, I think it would be a great opportunity for me to also do something I haven't done in a very long time, and that is do the replay here. Now, it shouldn't be too spoilery or anything. Even though this does tie into the ending of a certain shows, I'll make sure to put in a warning or something before the video if that ever happens. In this case, it does not, unless you consider, I don't know, spoil. I mean, I don't even think there's much of a spoiler for the beginning here. The reason why I mentioned, as you can tell, with the way my Starfleet officer is dressed, I'm a big fan of the original series. Problematic episodes and character traits aside, as in Star Trek Online, you're able to choose 3 different Starfleet officers. One that starts in the original series era, one that starts in the Discovery area, and one that starts in the regular timeline within Star Trek Online. I haven't done the Discovery one, but I have done the original series one, which actually starts you off legit in that time era. And the thing what I love about this game is that you can actually go in here and replay your missions, with the exception of like the very first titular sort of like cinematic type things. Certain missions cannot be replayed, as you can see here, but a lot of others are. And I figure, after all this time, I never really had anyone to share this experience or this game with. I may as well take the opportunity to do so here. So why not? Let's go. So also, it's funny, I think a couple of my friends are going to get a kick out of this. My character's name is Reginald Thompson. This is funny because for my 2 good friends, Mason and Kev, we play a homebrew sort of like RP thing, and that's the name of my character, Reginald Thompson. I named him that because this is a new character. I may have maxed out his level, but I had an older character that was just named Doc, and I can't remember what name I gave him, but I stopped playing that character because I wanted to play. I wanted a new origin of I'm from the original series era, so I had to create a new character because that old original character that I have, I used the regular Star Trek Online background thing because they didn't have any to choose from at the time. So that's why I've got this character right here. It's funny, you notice that the HUD display is kind of, there's a color scheme to it. Depending on your background that you choose, it changes the buttons and the sounds and stuff like that. It's really interesting. But the reason why I wanted to point this out is because, hold on a second, you get to choose your senior officers or your bridge crew that help you, give you abilities on the ground and in the ship. And I just wanted to point out that I've got a Buzz. I need an equipped Buzz. And I've got a Pavel. Not to be confused with Pavel Chekhov. Although I suppose I should probably give them the proper color, because technically Pavel is a tactical officer. Pavel is... What's Pavel? Why is he a cadet? Why don't I have... I need to level up him a little bit. Geez, what rank were you, Chekhov? I can't remember. But you definitely were not here. This is also a neat thing that you can do. You can promote your little characters. Yeah, and promote them. I mean, I'm gonna make him a commander. Because, he's been through a lot, as is, he deserves it. But the funny thing about this is that when you level up your little bridge officers, you unlock certain traits and abilities that can be used both on the ground and in space. And abilities that they would not be available to them at that time. So I think that's very interesting. While you can also choose who's on the ship, who's manning each console, and as well as who goes with you on away team missions. I'm going to keep these guys the same because I have it set up to a point where I can buff and also attack very effectively, and I can keep me or any other teammates alive if need be, because you have abilities where you can heal other people, heal yourself, and stuff like that. However, I am going to change up the away team here. I'm going to switch Pavel with Pavel. And I'm going to switch... Who am I going to give up? Oh, I don't want to give up anybody else, but for the sake of this video, I think I will. I'm going to keep Uhura. Oh, because Uhura I ain't switching out for sure. So it's either going to be Sulu or Scotty. Ooh. Oh, this video is going to be me just trying to... Oh, I should probably look at the screen. Me trying to figure out who I'm going to give up. I don't know who. Oh, no. Let's keep Sulu and replace Scotty. I'm sorry, buddy boy. Well, let's look at it ability-wise. Oh, yeah, Buzz is an engineer. Here we go. Oh, so is Uhura? I mean, technically she's communications, but I guess they had to give her a class. Well, that's good. 2 engineers and 2 tactical officers. What's the worst that can happen? Well, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay. Alright, so without further ado, let's replay some of the missions to give you an idea of what Star Trek Online is like. Online, rather. And so we're going to play the first missions here that you do, which is In the Shadow of Cestus. An uneasy truth allows the Federation and the Gorn hegemony to explore the world of Edron IV in peace. But can the truce last?
Ever hear of Edron 4? Jim Kirk got into a tussle with the Gorn there, and barely lived to tell the tale. Both the Gorn and the Federation have teams there now. I'd like you to back our new people up, in case the Gorn decide to engage in a little cowboy diplomacy. Of course, when you've already completed the mission, it kind of lists it as, you know, a mission simulation, which is kind of funny. But you can, the ones that you can play, you can replay, and it lets you, the voice belongs to whoever gives you the mission, so. All right, let's do it. And then on here, we can just warp right to the mission. Here we go. Jeez, look at me go. Oh yeah, that's a special ship I purchased. Oh, Uhura! Oh, by the way, this ship that I have, this Constitution class ship that I have christened. Oh, here, I'll get back to you in a second, Uhura. This ship that I have christened the Hazard took forever to get to the point where I actually had to buy the thing with real money. Now, here's the reason why. This ship is available to low-level characters, but if you want this version to hold up with the higher, like the top level, you know, capped off levels, you have to get a special one, which is actually called a Temporal light cruiser. The Temporal light cruiser can switch what it looks like, but its default look is very similar to the Constitution class here. You can make it look like a Constitution class. You can make it look like the refit, like in the original series movies. You know, you can alter the visuals very extensively, but the only way you can make it look like an old ship like this and fight at top level is to get that Temporal cruiser, which took me forever to get. Anyway, Uhura. Obviously, you know. Oh, and also, the reason why I have the classic bridge crew is because I have them as holograms. They don't really exist within, but I have them because I love this era. Admiral, we're reading several Gorm ships on our sensors, as well as the USS Zhenghe. The Zhenghe is hailing us now. On screen.
Welcome to Edron 4. I'm Bridget McKinnon, CO of the USS Zhenghe. Glad you could join us. My science teams are on site and conducting initial surveys. Apparently, this place is quite the geological marvel. We're not the only ones present, though. Our friends from the Gorn hegemony aren't terribly chatty, but so far they're keeping the peace.
Okay, well, how can we help, Captain?
Well, I'm sure my people wouldn't mind an extra hand down there on the geological marvel. Feel free to join the party.
I'll send out a team to the surface then. Hazard out. Captain, the Gorn are scanning us. They might not be talkative, but they are curious about us. Orders? Maintain course. Steady as she goes, Helm. Alright, so we're just going to move the ship forward and approach the Zhenghe.
The Shanghai? Recommend. Oh, I didn't read. Oh, did she say something that I missed? Ohura, no, talk to me. Ohura! Oh, this is a little chat here. Oh, recommend caution with dealing with the Gornser. Oh, we have entered the orbit.
Transporter room to bridge. The geological team, supplies, and gear are ready to beam down to Edrin 4.
Very good. Stand by for transport. All right, let's beam on the engineering team. Lowering shields for transport. Admiral, I'm detecting some unusual energy signatures in orbital space near Erden IV. Recommend we perform a deep scan of each. They could be hazardous. Agreed, Helm. Bring us into sensor range. So as you can see, if you're not too sure where to go, to the upper right, you can check out the map here, and it'll show you that you need to approach the planet. And so you need to make sure you approach with the ship. Give it a good old scan to see what you can find out. Oh, and also right here, these are all the abilities that my mouse is, hovering over. This is all stuff that you can do in order to fight, buff, and all that. All right, orbital scan. Strange. For a moment there. It's nothing, Captain. I thought I was picking up an impulse drive. False alarm. I'll recalibrate the sensors. I don't want to be jumping at shadows here. Very well. Carry on. Captain, the science and engineering teams indicate they have made it to the surface and made contact with the science team from the Shanghai. I'm mispronouncing it again, I forgot. The rest of the landing party is standing by in Transporter 1. They're ready to beam down when you are. Energize! But I gotta choose. Oh, Captain, energize. Oh, I only get to choose one? Well, I mean, it'll be Pavel. Keep it simple. Oh, there you go.
Ah, there you are. Better late than never, huh? Ensign Skavrin, Starfleet Corps of Engineers. Lovely planet we've got here. Charming, even, if you're fond of heat and rocks. Still, it's not a complete wash. To say this place is mineral-rich would be an understatement.
Sounds exciting, Ensign. What's your background? Oh, yeah. I say recently, but I would say in the last couple of years, they added options you can do. You can have a little flavor text. So what's your background, Skavrin?
My first assignment out of the Academy was on Vulcan, working at a geothermal power site in Shikar. Great people, the Vulcans. Good at arguments, though all the logic comes off a little dry for my tastes. This is my first deep space assignment, and I'm damn glad for it. Hope we're going to travel to more than desert worlds, though. I hear Ryza's nice this time of year.
So I hear. Glad to have you on board, Ensign. It was just in the volume there. Stupid pop-up. Anyway, what do we do now? We talk to the Ensign. Now what? Who are you? Ensign Hunter. Oh, right. to the right of me, it tells you what to do. Scientific. Take mineral scans. Okay. Well, where do I take mineral? Do I scan the slabs here, or? Oh. Always helpful to remember to zoom in and out of your little map there, because if you zoom out too far, you may not necessarily see the mission.
My tricorder's showing some interesting mineral formations beyond this ridge.
This looks like a good place to start our scans.
All right, will do. Scan mineral formation.
Nice to see a report was spot on for once. The mineral deposits here are remarkably pure.
All right. Oh, okay. Come on, Pavel. Well, don't scan too much. I already scanned that. Come
My
on.
readings indicate there might be dilithium on this planet. I'll need to take more scans to be sure.
In case you're curious, dilithium is basically the mineral that helps power starships, especially in this era.
The variety of minerals in the topsoil alone is astounding.
Oh man, this is a lot of scanning that we're doing. I'm using the wrong kind of tricorder, dang it. the game is not perfect. Oh!
Mortar fire! We'd better head back to... Whoa! The mortars have closed off the pass! We can't reach the camp! Who would do this?
Look! Over there!
It's the Gorn!
Oh, no! It's the actual Gorn! I don't suppose we can talk about this? No, we can't. Ow! Get him, Pavel. Let me heal you, Pavel. Took some hits. Okay, well, that's not good. We were, you know... Oh, well, hail the ship. I gotta wait until I'm out of combat in order to hail the ship. One of the Gorn ships just exploded. They're blaming us for, and attacking our forces on the surface and in orbit. Captain McKinnon tried to explain, but they aren't responding to any hails. We're defending ourselves and the hazard shields are up, which means we can't beam you back to the ship. Afraid you're on your own for now. Understood. We'll find a way back.
Over there! There might be a way out of this infernal canyon further down the valley.
You know, I certainly hope so. The neat thing about this game is, because it's an MMO, a lot of the missions are pretty linear. But I don't know. I don't feel like this really, like, that really hindered the fact that this, you know, the enjoyment of the game. What are they doing? Are they just mining? One's pointing at us already. Oh, well, no, they found us. Sorry. Oh boy, let's do an ability here. Scan to do more damage. There we go. I'm not bothering with that stuff because I don't need anything anymore. I pretty much have everything I like in the game, so. Also, look at my inventory. I have yet to sort everything out, and it's been 10 years. Oh, right, you're not friendlies at all. I don't know what made me think you were. Guys, help! You can also, in this section over here, have choose an ability that your bridge officer can use, and they'll use them. Also, stop getting hit there, Pavel. Let me actually double check on Pavel. Did she have... Oh my god! I left her with nothing! Pavel, for the love of God, let's get you a shield. Oh, no, a shield down here. Let's get you a shield. I feel really bad, actually. Let's get you some armor. Oh, that's the one complaint I have for this game. There's plenty of stuff like armor, shielding, and stuff that you can put into your ship. But a lot of them come in sets. Like, you don't get the full capability of it unless you have it as a set. I'm not, like, 100% sure if you put something on the character and, like, you still get some of the effect. But I assume that if I put this on Pavel, she's going to get at least what's noted on there, because it wouldn't make sense to actually have the entire set for it to actually function. Well, we're about to find out. Anyway, okay, I went the long way around. Did I miss something? Survey the cliffside.
We need a way out of this canyon, and I'm thinking that big rock up there is it. With a little Federation ingenuity, we can topple this rock with a makeshift bomb. Once it's down, we can walk across it and get back to camp before the Gorn use the Zhang Ha's science team as target practice.
And where will we find this bomb, Ensign? Oh.
Have you read Captain Kirk's report on this place? We have all the materials we need here to make bombs. They won't be pretty like me, but they'll get results. If you can collect the materials, Ensign Hunter and I will work out where to place the explosives. We're going to need at least 3 bamboo containers, sulfur, potassium nitrate, and coal.
Okay. And this is where this...
Behind us!
Oh. Uh-oh. Watch out now. This is where, this update where you get to play the original series. Oh no, they're doing the whole rock throw. Oh god, no. Hang in there, Ensign Hunter. Basically, this update, basically, like, gives you new stuff to do that they've been implementing over time a lot of the time. Like, going around and basically gathering materials, basically pulling a Kirk. Man, I'm really wearing the appropriate clothing for this. And, they've been really trying to put in additional things you can do on top of running around and shooting, both in space and on the ground. Which I really think is really neat, because it really adds to the feel of Star Trek. Because Star Trek isn't just running around and shooting, gunning, and making your ship and crew look pretty. It's also all about, diplomacy, exploration, doing excavation, and all sorts of other things. That's what a Starfleet officer is about. Above all, being in Starfleet means being an explorer. And the only reason why I'm hesitating in going in on all that, quickly without hesitation, is because recently it's kind of been, the meaning of being in Starfleet, oh Jesus, it has been very fluctuative, if you will. And then, you know what, and to be completely honest, look at us right now, it always has been. But the core idea of Starfleet is, we are explorers, adventurers, scientists, and if we have to, we will defend ourselves and other people. I don't know why I took that. But if we don't have to, we don't want to. And that's always been the crux of Starfleet. Pavel, you have like a super modern weapon. Let me actually give you one that's actually time appropriate. Here, I'll give you a time appropriate rifle. Oh, wait until combat's over. You'll get your modern weapon back. How about that afterwards? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's well, Pavel keeps moving and it's huge, but whatever. You get the idea. All right, we hit the 30-minute mark here, so I think we're gonna stop and continue this at a later stage. But yeah, this is basically Star Trek Online. It's a game that puts you in the Star Trek universe, and it basically really puts you into the era of whatever you choose to be, whether it be original series, Discovery, or the current timeline of Star Trek Online. I think it's a great game. It's got a great narrative. It puts you into Star Trek type situations. You get to play with other people if you want to. And I don't know, I really like this. Will Captain Reginald Thompson, along with Ensign Scavron, Ensign Hunter, and what rank did I make you, Pavel? Commander Pavel, make it out of this planet on alive? Tune in next time when we find out in the next video of Star Trek Online with Jim. Ha! If you like this video, make sure to drop me a comment and let me know belowhand. If you have a suggestion of a game that you want me to play, also let me know that too. I'm more than happy to. Whoop! Looking at you. I'm more than happy to receive any input and suggestions. Scavern, you're too close. Get away. But yeah. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel to know when the next videos comes out. And that's it for this one here. As always, thank you for tuning in. And as always, remember, stay safe and keep on gaming.